The most famous movie series of all time have 3 movies in them. They're trilogies. We're doing one better every month, at least. Here we are, episode 4 of the September contest. 4 is a good number, but 2 is also a great number, and that's the number of guitars that I'm giving away this month, courtesy of our friends at Vola Guitars, who have put up these amazing guitars as prizes. Just look at these beauties. The first place winner, as determined by me for the best song of the month, is going to get this handmade in Japan Oz 7T 7-string guitar in an Ocean Turquoise Metallic finish. It has an alder body, a hard maple neck, 24 medium jumbo nickel frets, Goto locking tuners, and a Goto tremolo bridge. And then the fan favorite, who's determined in a far more barbaric manner by the unwashed hordes, that's you, who vote every week to determine the best entry from each episode, and then at the end of the month, they go head-to-head in a bloody battle of the final 4. Is also gonna win a Vola guitar handmade in Japan, this Oz V3 MC guitar in a vintage white finish. So after this video is over and you've heard all of the songs, go to the Discord and vote for your favorite, because we gotta get those 4 songs to the Coliseum for the bloodbath. But enough yakking, let's get cracking. Dan Punan Metamorphose. This is an Afrikaans song. I have very limited gear, so it's just guitar and vocals live. I can offer a translation for the lyrics if needed. Probably should have just dropped it in there. I'm not gonna like call you up and be like, hey bro, I'm shooting this episode right now. Could you send over a translation? This will be interesting though. I don't know that I've ever heard anybody sing in Afrikaans. Well, we're gonna find out. Metamorphose. DI acoustic guitar. Always sounds terrible. Ooh, Rushy McRusherson. What does that sound like? Sounds like something from the 90s. Goo Goo Dolls or something. Fuel. Oh, and now a random tempo change. Yeah, I'm not gonna need a translation. Sounded a little bit like, I think it's called Shimmer by Fuel. Has a little bit of that kind of a vibe, but it also just didn't really hold together all that well. Felt pretty loosey-goosey. Emerald Graves, Night Runner. Hey Trey, here be my submission for the contest. Wrote and recorded it as best I could without getting evicted from my apartment. I apologize in advance if it makes your ears bleed. Started it in Canada, then ended up moving to Europe and decided to just finish it. I tend to write a bunch crap and rarely have confidence to release it. So if anything, this contest has made me stop being a complete loser and actually put something out there. Wow, I cured someone of being a loser? That's a pretty good accomplishment, I think. At the end of the day, even if it gets the gong, the greatest prize of all is having this read in one of your accents, in a hat. Much love, thank you, and good night, Chris. Chris, I'm sorry that I read this in such a terrible accent in this very dumb hat. Like, I don't even know what accent that was. Emerald Graves, Night Runner. It's just a matter of time. Words keep slipping up the end of our time. I try to cover my eyes over and over and over again. Can we be out of our minds? Nothing changes if we're doing just fine. Kind of a cool, unique sound. Pretty cool. Woo, nice harmonies. All right, all right. We should like that little, I don't know if it's a synth or a little lead guitar thing throughout your verse. But this so far is very dynamically static, which is making it boring to listen to for me in a lot of ways, even though the content is like pretty good. Oh. Got like a little bit of a Melodeath kind of a vibe. I like those kind of vocals. Yeah, your voice overall is really good. I was waiting for this part again. Nice syncopated melody. Yeah. This feels like you forgot to record the solo here. Like this is where the solo should be. I'll help you out. Did you just like not record a bridge? But like, it's a good chorus. Just like, why? Don't just like forget to write a bridge. A lot of times the bridge is the best part of the song. Oh, do not fade. Okay. There are lots of exceptions to this, but I think that fading out a song is often a terrible cop-out. So you have a lot of talent. This is good. There's a lot of parts of it that need a lot of work, a lot of things about it that will take it from what you've got here to something that's really great. I think you need to get this to a producer to get it properly done, not just recording wise, but also to take it from this like very stale dynamic state where it just feels a bit drony. You know, it kind of sounds the same the whole time dynamics wise, into something that's going to be exciting to listen to because all the parts are very well written aside from that. In heavy music, you have to write the dynamics into the parts though, because it's always going to be pretty slammed. So you have to write it into the arrangement. And then, well, what's going on in your bridge with no bridge? Just some like very whatever riffing, like put something there. Don't make me mouth jam a guitar solo for you for your bridge. All right, write a real bridge, put in a guitar solo, whatever, put in a kazoo solo, whatever it's going to take. But aside from those things, I liked this very much. Oh, hide your kids, hide your wife. Jedris Skiba, It Never Ends. You guys remember Closure? The song that would have won, except he f***ing released it? You know we've been doing this for a long time when it comes back around to another entry. Hi Trey, it's me again. I wrote a new song, this time specifically for the contest. I thought, why not try again? Since you liked Closure, there's a big chance you'll like this one too, although this song is darker, I guess. I promise I won't release it anytime soon. I got high expectations for you, Jedris. Jedris Skiba, It Never Ends. Production's killer.
Guess it's time to finally mean what I say.
A little spicy chord.
Wait, is it really too late to go back? Things are starting to overlap. I think I've done it again, 'cause it never ends. Is it really too late to go back? Do you know how to make it stop? I think I'm starting to break.
I don't know, man. I feel as though maybe I overhyped it a little bit for myself in thinking that it would be as top tier of a banger as Closure was. This didn't really hit for me. Sounds really good. Voice sounds great. Production is killer. I just didn't really love it that much. I can't say that I wasn't at least a bit influenced by thinking of the other song, but at the same time, I am certain that this is not nearly as good. The chorus just did not reach levels that I was hoping for in any chorus. It was only okay for me. Definitely like pretty good, but it felt a bit low energy and not that sick, I guess. This was just fine, I think. Micah Campbell. Hi Trey, I'm old as fuck and haven't picked up a guitar or written a song in 17 years, but watching your channel, sincerely thank you for what you do for the community, inspired me to see what I could do. I own an indie book publishing company and this song is inspired by one of the novels we'll be releasing this year. Love your content. Good luck to you and all your 2023 endeavors. Cheers. First of all, very happy that I was able to inspire you to get it back up and running. That's great. First time in 17 years. Let's see how it goes. Life is in the blood. Dismembrance. Good vocals. Feels a little like we have Kill Switch Engage at home. Okay. Welcome back to Making Music. Great start. This feels kind of like run-of-the-mill metalcore. It's okay. I liked that you really just jumped right in, got right to the point. It hits pretty hard. Good vocals. There's nothing particularly memorable about this, aside from actually your intro melody lick kind of stuck with me a little bit better than the rest of it, which was all pretty serviceable, but not all that, didn't really grab me. But just keep going. Matthew Swasta. I'm not a singer, I did my best. I'm not a lyricist, but here's the rest. You're tough bastard to please Kenneth. Enjoy or destroy. Advertencia, the warning demo. Matthew Swasta.
Disappointment shows me how long it's been since you cared about.
All right, it's kind of exciting.
Since you shared a
groovy odd time thing. Okay. Yeah. All right. This kind of had me going a bit. It had some cool, exciting riffs. I think your vocal melodies and parts were actually pretty good. Maybe you're not an amazing singer or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily matter for this because it's just about writing something that's really good. But then I kind of kept waiting for it to open up a bit into a nice chorus, to move a bit more harmonically. It felt like even though your riffs were interesting and exciting in terms of like having like busy, like with lots of cool notes and stuff, it still had this really drony kind of a feel to it. So not bad, but give me something I can sink my teeth into a little bit more. You know what I mean? Mike Mahaffey, thrash metal. Been working hard on my songwriting since I got gonged in the first 5 seconds in the 200K contest. I can play, but I can't sing. LOL. All right, Mike. Until you die of thirst. Going on with these drums.
Images on tiny screens, clawed away to brain. People aren't what they seem, slowly drive you insane. The messages seem so simple.
Well, you made it a bit further than 5 seconds, so that's improvement, I guess. It's okay if you're not much of a singer. In thrash, it doesn't even really matter that much, but you still gotta write a good part. If you're gonna sing thrash metal, all you gotta do is just like give it a bit more. You don't have to be f***ing Bruce Dickinson to sing thrash good. You don't even have to sing notes. You just gotta f***ing give her. So yeah, kind of cringy on the vocal part. Didn't really get there. But keep working at it. You never know.
Michael Madrigal wrote this song a few years ago. I play all the instruments myself. For the drums, I record on one drum at a time because I'm a shitty drummer. This is an instrumental because I suck at writing lyrics. I wish I had a singer to collaborate with. Hopefully you'll like it, but I'm sure you'll gong away.
Mad Face Groove Show Nuff Madrigal. This is the second person named Mike in a row. That's 2 Michaels in a row for anyone who's keeping track. I do not have high hopes for something that he wishes he had a singer. Like, if you're gonna make instrumental music, write instrumental music. Don't write something that needs a singer and then don't have one. Pretty cool vibe so far. This feels like you're building to something sick though, and if you're not, sadness. Yeah, I'm not listening to 6 minutes of this. Pretty cool intro, pretty decent riff. Not enough for this to be a song. I know, I've been talking about it all year, but it's actually finally on the way. But I need your help because I'm working on a special video where I'm gonna take a bunch of people's lyrics and I'm gonna spruce them up a bunch. And in order to do that, I need you to send me your lyrics in a special link in the description below. And if I use your lyrics in my video, you're gonna get my lyrics course for free. So if you wanna be a part of that and maybe get my lyrics course for free, definitely hit the link in the description below and send me your song. But now back to your regularly scheduled gonging. All right, this is from a third Michael. 3 Michaels in a row. The chances of that are pretty high because Michael is an incredibly common name. But regardless, the triple Michael. They should get together and form a progressive metal band. Symphony X has 3 guys named Michael in it. Michael Moorhead. Just thought it would be cool to have a chance to see a reaction to my song. It's the first song I wrote that I had someone record vocals for. You thought it would be cool to have a chance to see my reaction to your song. Vale Ripjaw.
I see your face in the smoke receding. Visions clogged to the time we lost. Fell through the earth, now I lie here bleeding under the weight of this painful thought. Deny your best existence.
Cool vocal.
On top of the wall, run to your knees. Can't find a silver lining. No going back. Reach to the sun. An eternal distance between us. How could I move on from this? Fighting back the notion together. Till the end I will carry this weight. I feel your presence everywhere I go. There's no escape from all this dread I know.
Oh, it's really just gonna hang out on that chord.
If I can't find a
there's a
way
second
to
chord.
just exist, I'll fall apart for everything you've missed. So
If previously you've been writing only music that sounds like this, but did not have any vocals on it, I imagine this is quite a bit cooler, because if this didn't have any vocals on it, it would absolutely not be worth listening to. It was cool, heavy, pretty okay riffs, but like by itself, it would be incredibly boring. The vocals kicked it up like 10 notches because they were pretty well done, pretty cool, but it still wasn't enough to really hold my attention for that long. Not a fourth Michael, unfortunately. Cody Mills says, well, you totally skipped my submission in October, but I'll forgive you. I hope this song actually makes it in. And then he sent me a f***ing Google Drive link, and it says, you need access. Oh, look, the rules clearly state no Google Drive links. Why would you do that, Trey? Why can't I send a Google Drive link? This is why! This is why right here. Yup. This is happening now! No Google Drive! I'm loading this up for the next guy who wants to send a Google Drive link and then complain that he got skipped. And then Kyle Deal sent me a Dropbox link that sent me to my own Dropbox. I can't understand why we can't get any attention for our band. It's probably our music's not good enough. It's probably that. Probably has nothing to do with the fact that you don't know how technology works. How can I even listen to your music to know? I can't do it! I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Musicians are the dumbest people on the planet. Drew Haffer. I tried something new this time. Tried some clean singing along with piano that I don't really know how to play. Does this feel like a good place to be trying out new things, like experimenting? All right, Drew, old again. Like it was going somewhere, and then you just stopped. Like I was like, oh, here we go. It's taking off. The little bird is leaving the nest. And then he just, not bad though, sounded okay. Feels like you've got some good ideas in here, but they're very underdeveloped. Johnly Bandagas. Hi Trey, I'm Johnly, aka Talod, a solo guitarist from the Philippines. This is a song I wrote 4 months ago and is about not fearing any challenges thrown onto your life and facing them all with guts and courage. In case you're wondering why there's lots of pedal shots in the video, it's also a pedal demo video. Every time I receive or buy a pedal, I make something out of it, like a song or a riff. Thanks and cheers, Trey. As someone who did pedal demos and gear demos for a long time, I hope this doesn't sound like any of that. Forbidden Fear, original song by Telots. Like, you can absolutely write a real song for a demo. I did many times, but most of the time it's just techniques and demonstrating things. Sounds like pretty good so far, but also So far we've got riffs and now a solo. Yeah, and it's gonna be. This is another song that's not interesting enough to be instrumental. Sounds pretty cool, but this is not ready for the big time. Ben St. Peter. Hey Trey, I'm Ben, and this is my band Abstract Illusions. We're a three-piece out of Carsville, Virginia. I accidentally did maybe the right accent for this. I was not meaning to do that. We're going for a kind of grungy, sludgy sound. The song is called Lonely, and it's just about how I was feeling at certain points in my life. Well, hope you enjoy. Hashtag doom metal. Oh, great. All right, Lonely, Abstract Illusions. Low voice. Why do I imagine Snuffleupagus singing this? Or like... Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh? This is not bad though. Girl. Zach Wild. Got kind of a nice groove. It's dynamic though, like I want to keep listening because like I feel like it's. See? It went somewhere. There's movement. Production's pretty good too. I can't figure out why the vocal is panned to the left a little bit. That's bugging. The phrasing of the vocal is like... a little too samey, and I don't know if I can sit through almost 4 more minutes of this. You kind of had me there for a minute. Usually stuff like this, I'm just like, so slow. Why? And I can get down with slow music if it's really good. This feels like you had something and then you just held on to it for too long. It was like you found this thing that was good and you actually developed it in an interesting way, but then it was just a little bit too much. Then you kind of lost me. And also looking at it and going like, oh God, more? Like I maybe could have made my way through one more verse and a chorus, but we're not even halfway there yet, and I was not prepared for that level of commitment to this song. But I think you've definitely got something here. This is like pretty good. Like I think that you're a good band, and I think you might get to great if you keep working at it, but you're gonna need a lot more interest in there for me to stick around.
Alex Knievel. Thank you, Trey, for the opportunity. I enjoy watching these and figured, why not put my balls on the table? I wrote, recorded, and mixed this in about 3 days. It's a little rough, and I'm not much of a singer, but someone's gotta do it. I wrote the vocal melodies on keyboard, except the chorus line, which just kinda came out.
Dr. Awkward. That's a good name. Ye Mighty and Despair, 6th Heaven. It was the precursor to that show from the 2000s. Turn it up a little bit.
Look on my world.
He didn't say that he mastered it in those 3 days. During the mixing process, Did you do anything to the vocals?
Walk the planet, follow me to find the promised land. Follow me and we can march together hand in hand. Help me, I run behind you. Save me or let me die. Questioning my life and focus, never in my life. Look on my words.
Did you?
Keep mighty and despair. Look at
This is why it says that production matters in the rules, because this was like maybe kind of cool, but holy hell, that was hard to listen to. I think you might actually, with a little bit of work and some practice, be a really good singer. I wouldn't be going out for any music engineering jobs anytime soon. It felt like you were screaming directly into my ear. This had some cool stuff to it. This was pretty interesting. It was also a complete loosey-goosey mess, and it feels like you did not record it to a click track or something. I don't really know, but made it kind of hard to hear through the demo to the core of the song. So try again, I guess. Daniel Richie, I humbly submit this song for judgment by our great overlord Kenneth. May it please his royal gongness. Ever his loyal subject Daniel. Crystallize, cognizer. There are some like patches in modelers that make you feel like you've written a whole song just by playing a couple of chords. I mean, this is kind of gorgeous so far, but just beware of their power, okay? Like, delay is not a song. I can tell this has more to it, so. But you got that shimmer on the reverb. And now for something completely different. That is very jarring. I'm not sure what to do at this very moment. That was an extremely awkwardly executed transition that was very jarring. Felt like you were building to something in this intro. The intro was really pretty, really nice. Felt like it was going somewhere. And then it kind of felt like you just kind of dumped us out of the train on the side of the road after you promised you were taking us somewhere great and beautiful. And then it was like, nah, get out. Even though where we actually wound up was kind of cool, it just felt like a betrayal, I guess. I think it's pretty likely that you've got some talent here, and this is definitely more interesting than a lot of the instrumentals that I get sent. You just need a lot of work, I think, but I want you to keep down this path. Consider the listener. Don't give them that kind of shitty surprise. There's good surprises and there are bad surprises. This was a bad surprise.
Michael Fisher. The song is about humans destroying the planet.
Michael Fisher Massacre featuring Anthony Esposito. Oh. This has a whole ass music video. Okay. I checked to see if it was on the streaming services. It does not appear to be. This felt a bit like you were trying to be like symphonic, but really all that happened was you had the strings sort of following the guitar riffs exactly. This was kind of like We Have Dimmu Borgir at Home. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Not terrible. That's it for week 4, Gong Gang. You have now heard all of the songs for the September contest. You have to go and vote for your favorite from today. Then once we've got a winner for today, we're gonna put each of the 4 winners, one for each week, head to head in a bloody battle. And the only way that you can vote on that is to be in my Discord. You can get to that in the link in the description below. Last week's episode is right here. Next week's episode will be right here. And don't forget to tune in next week at the appointed hour, feeding time at the zoo, 11:15 a.m. PST on Tuesday, to witness the thrilling conclusion of the September contest. And I'll see you then.